Hi everyone there in South America. We are here along with Umut from Hellsodomy, and we are here in Istanbul. And behind us is the Blue Mosque. So we are here to make a short interview and to introduce to the South American audience the band Hellsodomy. How are you, Umut?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
And can you please introduce your band to the audience?
Yeah, of course. We are Hellsodomy, and we are from Istanbul, Kadıköy. And we formed our band, I think it's 2011. Yeah. So from that day, we play together as a band.
Cool. Who are the members of Hellsodomy and where they come from?
Yeah, it's actually we formed this band in our university years with our vocalist Yunus, also known as Necrocasil. We are homemates when we are studying at university in Sakarya. It's 2 hours away from Istanbul. Our bass player is actually my brother. Yeah. So I am Umut. I play guitars, and we have Eren on the drums. Yunus and Eren are living in Istanbul. Now I am living in Istanbul for 4 years, and we are expected my brother to come and start living in here.
Can you tell us? We in South America, maybe for you it's the same. We don't know so much about the scene in Turkey. What is going on in these regions?
Yeah, Turkey actually has a very strong extreme metal music scene. In here, we are very much good bands. Not just in Istanbul, also in Ankara, the capital of Turkey, also in Izmir. Now, for some years, maybe I can add that list to Eskişehir and Bursa. People don't know much about the metal scene in Turkey, actually, but I think it's a gem to be discovered.
And you knew this.
Yeah, burial invocation.
It's pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's also I can say something like Cenotaph or Suicide. They're all based in Ankara, and they are very old bands actually, especially Cenotaph and Suicide. They've been around since the early 19s, something like that. Yeah, and they are still active and doing something. Yeah.
And one little question, maybe it's out of context, but you know that Mayhem was playing here it's a mythical. They were making mythical shows here in Turkey. I think it was even the first international. They were making the first international step here in Turkey. Do you know this history about Mayhem?
Yeah, I don't know what exactly with the police at that time, but yeah, I have heard some stories about Mayhem. It's actually in Izmir concert, I think. Yeah, right. It's or early or mid 90s or something like that.
Yeah, with the dead.
But what's the real problem? I don't know.
Yeah.
What's the police think about? But yeah, I have heard a lot of stories about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Related with your culture, can you share some point of view of your culture to the audience?
Yeah, Istanbul is a historical city. That's why people call here cosmopolitan. You know, so many cultures have lived and passed here. You know.
They can manage to live together somehow, right? This is the special thing of Istanbul.
Yeah, of course. Because it's how can I say it? It's a little like a fixation. You know, people get used to it and get used to living together for so many years, maybe 1,000 or more years. You know, so people still tend to keep that culture here.
Yeah, this is
living together. Yeah. So of course,
it's very interesting.
It's a little different from the other cities of the Turkey, but yeah, that's why people want to come here always. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I think.
Yeah, for me it was one of the reasons too. Yeah.
The scenery is okay. The very tourist attraction places in here for foreign tourists and also the local tourists. Yeah.
Okay.
Good city.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't know so much, but I just know like this general history that Romans were Greeks. After came the Romans, and after the Turkish took over this land.
That time, after the Turkish conqueror of the Istanbul city, actually the conqueror, Mehmet the Conqueror, called themselves the Kaiser of Rome. You know, It's a
Kaiser of Rome.
yeah, some historian
Interesting.
people, yeah,
Yeah.
because according to some historian, there are three phases of the Roman Empire. First, the pagan Rome,
Yeah.
the one first Rome that we know.
Yeah.
Second, the Christian Rome, and the Turkish Rome. You know? Also, the city is actually it's called Constantinople.
One of the emperors.
Until the found of the Turkish Republic. The name change after the Turkish Republic was founded. So even the last Sultan of the Ottoman Empire, Sultan Vahdettin, called here as Constantinople. Yeah, not many people know that.
It's very interesting, man.
Most of the people think that after the conquer, they changed the name, but it's actually changed like 1920s, 1930s.
All right.
It's a very close history.
You know something about South America, or besides the history, you know some about the or bands and this underground culture that how is going on there?
Yeah, I try to learn about the underground culture for the South America. You know,
Yeah, you
I have the Sepultura shirt. You know,
Yeah,
that's all. Everyone's know, of course.
it's the best South America.
Yeah, it's by the way, it's one of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they came.
my favorite one is the Slayer, of course.
Yeah.
And the second one, Sepultura, it's because I really love how they write stuff and play stuff and their production. They are very creative
Yeah.
when riffing. You
like
know?
Pink Floyd, even I think. Very imaginative.
But yeah,
Good music.
yeah, they are good music. Also, I know listen some bands like Christian. Yeah, Force of Darkness. I think they're from Chile. They're Force of Darkness and their album called Force of Darkness, of course. They have a song called Beast Carnage, if I recall right. Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs when I start the university. Yeah, so Sarcophago maybe.
Swedish Scandinavians love Sarcophago.
They are all good bands, you know.
Yeah, the sound is
Yeah, it's so primitive. You
Primitive.
Know? Yeah, I love primitive.
Yeah.
When it comes to metal, I love more primitive sound, yeah, rather than the modern sound.
You know a little bit about the history of South America.
Not so much. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not so much.
No problem. It's the story of my life. You will be interested to go into South America to do some gigs or?
Yeah, of course. Why not? We wanted as a band, of course. Yeah. So it's a new scene. It's a passionate scene.
Yeah,
So we saw the videos and all that. I think, especially one of the concerts. I think it's a Morbid Angel concert in Chile, if I recall right. Yeah, it's a beautiful crowd, passionate crowd. It's, full of energy. Yeah, so it will be always nice to play in front of some of these crowds. Yeah. It's a bit like,
good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's similar to the Turkish crowd, Turkish audience, actually, a little bit. We are not so passionate yet. But I hope we will be. But yeah, of course, South America always will be a solid scene for the extreme metal. Yeah.
It's interesting, man. Your sound, in my humble opinion, have elements that reminds me bands like Tribulation, Repugnant from Sweden. This is Scandinavian, like nasty sound. Do you agree?
I can agree to that. Yeah, of course, I can understand why people think that way. So, Tribulation, Repugnant, the bands we all love as a band.
So this is Stockholm sound.
Yeah, we constantly listen to them, but
no problem.
it's also you can also hear some, I don't know, maybe some Urgehal or some Slayer, maybe some Blood Ignitation in our songs, because we all listen to these bands all the time from our younger ages. So it's possible to affect our music or how we write, how we play. Of course, so I can understand that. This
latest year, we after the pandemic and do the latest news that are happening in the Middle East. I don't know if it's a complicated question for you because I don't like politics because it's a dangerous game. But maybe I can ask you, what is your opinion about this latest situations that are happening in the world? It's like density.
You know, it's like it became a part of our life actually. You know, there are always conflict since the day when I was born. So how can I say? We do not get used to it. We are born into it. We were born into it. So it's like any day for us. You know, it's bad. Of course, it's bad. You know, nobody wants to see constant conflicts around their country, of course. But I think there is nothing to do in this for us. You know, people can't get along around us. I don't know why, but they can't get along for centuries, and they keep getting lot along. So I don't know what will the region become after all these conflicts. I think people think the use force for another is the solution for something, but you know, we can see it's not. If you look at the past 15 or 50 years, maybe, you know. But yeah, it's more about adaptation, actually. If you can communicate, if you can talk, if you can find solutions while using your brains, it can be better for everyone. It's like a Darwin's theory of evolution, right? The best one to adapt, to survive. It's all about adaptation rather than the conflict. Yeah, that's my point of view.
Maybe
actually,
you should be a politician and speak these things.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
But maybe the money will change up your mind. Tell us, please, your plans for the future. You mentioned us that you will do a tour in Europe.
Yeah, we will do a tour with our friends band called Dead Grown. They are a very good band, actually. People can check them out. We will be playing in Germany, Austria, Belgium, and Holland in September. We are going to a 9 or 10 day tour for the future. We have released the EP last year on May, so we don't have anything in mind for now, at least for now. Not an EP or not an album or collaboration. We do not think of that right now. But yeah, the very fresh new is our tour in the September. Yeah.
Cool. Please open microphone for the last question. Open whatever you have in your mind. Promote yourself.
Please check the Turkish extreme metal scene, especially in Istanbul, in Ankara, or all the other cities from Turkey. You will find very good bands. There is a gem to be discovered. I recommend you.
Thanks.
It was a pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah.